You are watching 2+U Nevada, and this afternoon we are joined by Vicki Taylor and Joan Bowman of Paws for Love. Most importantly, we have Cody here. You are being such a good boy, Cody. Oh, those eyes.
Yes.
Thank you both. Thank you all for joining us here today. You know, we were so excited to have you on. First of all, because there's something so joyous about having a dog walk the halls of a business.
Yeah.
Tell me how you got started. I love that the program actually started with children and literacy.
So Paws for Love was formed in 1997, and at that time our main program was Paws to Read. So Paws to Read, we serve the 8 main libraries in the county once a month on a fixed schedule. We provide a little library of books, and children who read to the dog then get to select a book to take home and build their own personal library. So that was our very first program.
And Joan, I absolutely love that because as a mom of 2 elementary age kids, they get intimidated when it comes to reading out loud. And how is it, Vicki, Cody goes to the downtown library every month, right?
Yes, and the Northwest.
And the Northwest Library. What do you see when the children read aloud to Cody?
They're wonderful. Some kids come in and they're afraid of dogs, and by the end of the time they leave, you know, they'll be petting them, which is always amazing. But they sit and they sometimes put their arm around them while they're reading, or they're petting their legs. It's very cute.
And Cody is such a good boy.
Yes.
Let's also talk about some other programs that you have. Paws on campus. And what I love, Joan, is you were just explaining to me that if there is an urgent need, you also have a crisis response team.
That's correct. So we have a memorandum of agreement with the Washoe County School District and the counseling department. So we serve their mental health needs as a complement to the things that the counselors do. And if there's a death of a staff or a student and they need our dogs, then they call us out and we come in and we serve those schools for as many hours or days as is needed. And then in more general, we serve the school district again with their mental health needs at exam time or other, you know, the start of school, the end of school. We also have an agreement with Truckee Meadows Community College, and we serve them during their summer bridge program or on a regular schedule again throughout the school year. And then sometimes we have special invitations from professors or student groups at UNR, and we go up and serve those groups as well.
The crisis response team, how much notice are you given? And what's that team look like?
So we might get a call the night before saying that you've had an unfortunate incident, can you dispatch some dogs? So we look at what part of town that's in and which of our team members are located nearest to that area. So that is one of our factors. We also look at who's most recently been called out and then try to call other people. We probably, Vicki, have about 20 to 30 people on the team?
Yes.
And so we rotate through those people. The notice is short, so to be on the team, you have to be flexible with your time. You have to be good with emotional situations. Your dog has to be good with emotions, and tight quarters. Sometimes we're in a classroom as they're breaking the news. Other times we are in the counseling office as students are coming down to process those feelings or write cards. So you have to be flexible. You have to be good with intense emotions. You have to be able to dispatch pretty quickly.
And Vicki, you are the membership chair of Paws for Love.
Yes.
So obviously you're seeking volunteers. And what kind of animals do you need? What does the temperament have to be? I mean, I'm looking at Cody here, and he is absolutely amazing. He's had half a dozen people just run up to him in the time that he's been walking through the building.
He's used to that. Sometimes if he goes into a school, he'll be surrounded by kids. And, you know, when he first started, he was young, so he was still a little wiggly. But everybody loved him, and he loved everybody, so it's worked out fine. The most important thing, obviously, is their temperament. And a lot of dogs can do this. The biggest thing is that the owner has to have time to volunteer in the community. So that's, you know, so a lot of people could, you know, do this?
We're looking for calm dogs who like interacting with people and aren't upset if they're in close proximity to another dog or wanting to play. So their focus needs to be on people. But, any calm dog with basic good manners, they know to sit, they know to lie down, they can walk nicely on a leash. We want them.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, so with that,
Where are you going, bud?
where are you going,
When you
Cody?
said we want them, he's thinking he's going someplace.
When it comes to people who want to volunteer and have their dogs participating, how do they reach out to you?
They can reach out through our website at pawsforlovereno.org. They can look at become a member. All dogs first must be certified by a national organization. So most of our dogs come from the Alliance of Therapy Dogs. There's a series of tests the dog and the handler must go through looking at that partnership. But it's a handling test where they'll touch the dog all over and be a little bit rough to be sure the dog accepts that. And then there's 3 to 4 observations on site in a medical facility or someplace else where we're just looking at the dog's willingness to engage. We're looking at the social aspects of the human. Are they willing to engage as well? So just those calm social dogs, it's not hard to pass. The vet has to sign off annually that your dog is healthy and able to do the task.
Wonderful, ladies. Thank you for being here this afternoon. Cody, thank you for being such a good boy. You're watching 2+U Nevada.